Welcome back to Geometry, Measurement, and Probability. In this video, we will begin talking about Section 11.1, where we look at basic notations of geometry. So let's get started. In geometry, we have three undefined terms: a point, a line, and a plane. For us, a point is like a dot. You'll notice in the pictures on the left, we have point A, point B, and point C. A line extends indefinitely in both directions, as you see in the middle box on the bottom. Think about the center line of a road. A plane is kind of like a tabletop or like a sheet of paper. Now, points we name with capital letters. Lines we can name by a script letter, like a cursive letter. We can name by points on the line, or we can name the line AB with a line symbol drawn over it. A plane we can name by 3 points. We also name planes with Greek letters such as alpha. Now, let's look at some linear notions. A line has no thickness and it extends forever in 2 directions. Given 2 points, there's only one line that we can draw between these 2 points. And if P and Q are 2 points on our line, then we write the distance between P and Q as PQ with no symbol over it. Collinear points are points on the same line. Here, A, B, and C are collinear. However, A, B, and D are not collinear, or what we call non-collinear. We can say that a point is between 2 points. For instance, if A, B, and C are 3 points on a line, B is between A and C if and only if AB plus BC equals AC. On our line in our picture, B is between A and C on line L. However, D is not between points A and C. A line segment is just that. It is a segment of a line. It can also be called a closed segment. We name a line segment by its endpoints, and notice there's a line segment drawn over the endpoints. So here we have AB with a line segment drawn over it. A ray is a subset of a line. It's an endpoint, and then a ray keeps on going indefinitely in one direction. We name a ray first by its endpoint, and then by any other point on the ray. And notice in our notation, we draw a ray above our name. So the top ray is ray AB. In the line, we have what are called opposite rays. So BA goes in one direction and ray BC goes in the other direction. These are opposite rays. Now, 2 opposite rays have the same endpoint and lie on the same line, and their union makes up that line. Now, let's talk about our planes. Coplanar points are points that lie in the same plane. For instance, in our figure, D, E, and G are coplanar. However, D, E, F, and G are not coplanar because they do not lie on the same plane. Lines DE and EG are coplanar because they lie on the same plane. They are also intersecting lines because they intersect at point E. Skew lines are lines that can't be contained in a single plane. For instance, here, lines GF and DE are skew lines. They do not intersect, and there's not a plane that contains both of them. Concurrent lines are lines that intersect in a single point. In our figure, lines DE, EG, and EF are concurrent lines because they intersect in point E. 2 lines are parallel if they are distinct coplanar lines and they have no point in common. In other words, lines are parallel if they don't intersect and they lie in the same plane. Notice on the left of your screen the notation that we use to represent parallel lines. Here, line M is parallel to line N. They lie on the same plane, our screen in this case, and they have no points in common. Two planes intersect in a single line, as you see in the left of your screen. Here, planes alpha and beta intersect in line AB. Now, two planes are parallel if they have only a single line in common, such as line FG here, or if they have all points in common. A line is either wholly contained in a plane, it intersects the plane in one point, or it could have no points in common with the plane. Now, let's look at some axioms about points, lines, and planes. There is exactly one line that contains any two distinct points. If 2 points lie in a plane, then the line that contains those 2 points or connects the 2 points also lies in the plane. If 2 planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. There is exactly one plane that contains 3 points that are non-collinear. And now some theorems. A line and a point not on the line determine a plane. 2 parallel lines determine a plane. And 2 intersecting lines determine a plane. Join me for our next video where we talk about angles.